Tanzania, yes, this beautiful country is looking to learn from one of Africa's top gold producers, Ghana. A delegation from Tanzania Ministry of Minerals has arrived in Ghana to study how the country manages its gold purchasing program. Ghana's gold purchasing program is a key part of Ghana's mining industry. It ensures that at least 30% of gold produced by mining companies in the country is sold directly to the Bank of Ghana. This gold is then refined and used to support the country's economy. The goal is to strengthen the local currency and reduce dependency on foreign currencies, a move that helps stabilize prices.
Bank of Ghana will soon start purchasing gold from the local market to help shore up its reserves. The move has been described as historic as it marks the first time the central bank is embarking on domestic gold purchasing.
This event is indeed historic as it marks the first time the Bank of Ghana is embarking on the domestic gold purchasing to augment our foreign reserves, with a view to doubling our gold holdings in our foreign exchange reserves portfolio. Through this program, the Bank of Ghana expects to double its gold holdings in the next 5 years.
For Tanzania, this goal is similar. They want to build up their gold reserves, which will help protect their currency from frequent drops in value. The Tanzanian government has already passed a law that required mining companies to sell 20% of their gold to the state for local value addition. Mr. Achad Kalujendo, leading the Tanzanian delegation, highlighted that despite some resistance, their government is determined to push through with this plan. In Ghana, Deputy Minister George Mrekuduka shared how Ghana's strategy not only generates revenue but also strengthens the cedi. One standout policy from Ghana is the Gold for Oil initiative, where the country trades gold for oil to reduce its need for foreign currency reserves. This approach has helped stabilize fuel prices and the economy at large.
We have to look for fundamental solutions to some of our problems. As our foreign exchange reserves have declined, the depreciation of the cedi, as I have noted, has accelerated. A major source of cedi depreciation has been the demand for foreign exchange to finance the import of oil products. In fact, our import of oil products is around $3 billion annually. Persistent cedi depreciation increases the cost of living, with higher prices for fuel, transportation, utilities, food, and so on. Many governments, including ours, are facing a very difficult economic crisis that requires solutions that must come out of the box. How do we stop the depreciation? How do we stop the persistent increases in the prices of fuel and utility? We have been thinking about this long and hard. When you think about it, ladies and gentlemen, the challenge that we face is a limited access to foreign exchange, as our foreign exchange reserves have depleted and the demand has not fallen, but the demand has been relatively steady for that lower foreign exchange reserves. And so the demand exceeds the supply, and then you have depreciation. So the thinking that we said, okay, how do we get in more foreign exchange reserves for the country to be able to stem this gap between the demand and the supply? One of the things that occurred to us, to me, was why aren't we able to accumulate reserves in terms of gold? We have focused on accumulating reserves over the years in terms of US dollars and other currencies. But gold is a foreign exchange reserve. And the unique feature of gold is that we are endowed with gold. We produce gold in Ghana, which means you don't have to export gold to earn that foreign exchange. You have to export cocoa, you have to export timber and other goods foods and so on to end the foreign exchange. With gold, immediately you dig it up, it is foreign exchange. Yeah, so you are essentially digging up foreign exchange. So I said, let me check how much gold we have accumulated in Ghana thus far. And when you look at the data between independence and 2021, we had accumulated just 8 tons of gold. 8 tons. We are one of the largest gold producing countries in the world. But we had accumulated 8 tons. When I looked at the United States, they have over 8,000 tons. The IMF, many other countries in Europe are dealing with gold reserves of over 2,000 tons. And we have 8 tons of gold. We proceeded to say the Bank of Ghana, we suggested to the central bank to begin a gold purchase program systematically to build up our reserves in gold. And the gold program started last year, and it is proceeding quite well. But to address this fundamental challenge that we all face of the persistent depreciation and its impact on fuel, in utility prices, food, and so on, government has opted to implement a policy of using our gold to buy oil products. That is something new, and it is the barter of sustainably mined gold for oil. And this is one of the most important economic policy changes in Ghana since independence.
So, as Tanzania prepares to adopt a similar gold purchasing program, learning from Ghana's experience could help them strengthen their currency and create long-term value for their gold resources. This collaboration marks a new chapter in Africa's gold mining landscape, where knowledge sharing plays a crucial role in shaping economic policies. And that is all for today's episode. Please, if you find this video informative, don't forget to stay tuned by liking and subscribing to the channel for more informative videos like this. My name always remains Sheriff Haruna. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next one. Mackerel.